Now let's just start it there, all right? Because I'm gonna do 2 videos, all right? So we got less than 3 months into New Year's Day. Less than 3 months into New Year's Day, right? Last video I made, I said 93 days. This is probably 80 something days into New Year's, right? We have to be honest before we even get there, because there's going to be holidays, right? Everybody knows this, but nobody hears me because they're going to say, of course we know that it's going to be holidays. We got Halloween, and we got Thanksgiving, and we got Christmas, and we got Black Friday, and we got New Year's. I just said New Year's, right? In those 3 months, a lot of people are going to pack on. I have to be honest, right? And a lot of people don't want to hear this. A lot of people just clicked off the video. The rest of y'all that's still here, like the video, subscribe, and hear me out. Before you subscribe, hear me out. A lot of people are going to pack on more pounds than they already weigh. Duh, right? Of course. But the problem is, they don't understand that they can negate some of that weight and still celebrate their holidays, which I don't recommend because I don't celebrate holidays, you know what I'm saying? So of course, I'm a little biased because I do my research and I realize that most of these holidays come from the devil anyways. Do your research. But we're talking about weight loss and weight gain. The average American eats well over 5,000 calories a day and don't even know it. Before we get into those things that's making their calories go so high, I'm going to give solutions. I always ask people, they say, I don't eat that much though. I say, track your calories. I don't eat that much though. Track your calories. Anthony, I don't eat that much. I was talking to this guy the other day. I know him, close person. Kind of like a friend, even though I don't really believe in new friends. Like Drake say, no new friends. Or I stopped believing in friends when Joey messed with Rachel. Get it? Joey, Ross, Rachel, friends. Get off of that. Get it off of that. Dude said he don't eat that much. I'm like, bro, I see you drink about 5 sodas a day. And each one of those 20-ounce sodas have 250 calories in them. And I don't know what else you drink when I don't see you. We're not joined at the hip. That's well over 1,000 calories right there just from drinks. And yes, drinks count, right? I see you eating fried food every day. Like I said, I'm gonna give solutions. You like fried food? Get an air fryer. You can still have fried food without all the grease and oil. Fat has 9 calories per gram. Fat is the most caloric dense macronutrient out of the 3. Protein, fats, carbs. Fats and carbs, everybody think carbs make you fat. Yes and no, and I'm going to tell you why, but I'm going to break it down. Protein has 4 grams per gram, 4 calories per gram of protein, 4 calories per gram of carb, and 9 calories per gram of fat, right? For fat. More than carbs and protein put together, fat is the most caloric dense. The problem is when you mix fat and carbs together, you get something delicious. And that's the biggest problem when it comes to obesity, deliciousness. Everybody act like they, and myself included, we've been brainwashed by the food. We've been brainwashed by the people pushing the stuff. We have been brainwashed over the decades. I'm from the 80s. I was born in 83. Back then, we knew no better. You got cereal commercials and all that, cartoons, flashy, and then it's marketed to the parents saying it's vitamins and minerals and it's essential to your, you know what I'm saying? You got all this deliciousness. Nobody's counting calories. We eating whole big old bowls of cereal in front of the TV watching cartoons. But you know what the difference is though between then and now? Between then and now, we was playing Power Rangers. Not on the video game. Yes, video games was out. We was still playing them. We was outside. running, recess, playing Power Rangers, playing Ninja Turtles, playing tag, playing infectious tag. When we touch each other, now we're infected and we're zombies. We was playing football, basketball. We used to have this game called Kill 'Em. We used to have this game where we play football, right? One guy get the football and throw it behind him. Exactly how it'll go. Throw it behind him, catch the ball, and we all try to get that one dude. And now he's the dude, throw the ball behind him until we catch that one. We was always moving. Now they got iPads and phones, and kids don't really move no. My kids do. We still go outside. You know what I'm saying? It's less moving. It ain't just kids. I'm just saying, as a parent, I'm speaking because I got 2 kids. And I'm talking about where we grew up at. And now we're adults. And some of us didn't learn no better even throughout the adulthood. So we went from drinking Kool-Aid, Capri Suns, now we're drinking sodas and whatever else. We're drinking most of our calories. Like I say, the solution is, some people are not going to like this solution. But if you don't like this solution, drink water. Yeah, you got diet sodas. You got diet drinks that has artificial sweeteners, aspartame and stuff like that. A lot of people say they don't drink those things, and I get it. Because they heard this and they heard that. And some of that might be slightly true. But you know what happens faster than that? Diabetes, pre and fully. I done seen with my own 2 eyes, I don't know how many people, countless people, avoid this and catch that. I'm not saying there's I think there's a lesser evil in play when more people are catching this than that. So the main problem is the fact that we're moving less, we're eating more, and this fruitopia, euphoria, I don't know. It's like when we sit down and eat, we gotta have this experience. We gotta have flavor. I ain't gonna say it like that, because that was gonna be crazy. We gotta have flavor all day, every day, 24/7, snacking, grabbing bags of this candy, chips, sodas, just adding up. All of that adds up. A lot of people just think about the food that they eat, the meals that they eat, and they think that's what counts as calories. No, everything that you put in your mouth and goes down your esophagus and into your system counts as your daily calories. See, people don't have a budget. It's just like money. So we live in America, right? And other countries are going through this right now too. The obesity crisis is growing worldwide right now. Countries that used to be starving, famine, they're going through it. Kenya is going through it. There's a lot of places in America that's in the world that's going through obesity. And the main reason is why we love to celebrate. We love to have these great big gatherings. We celebrate everything with food. Every time somebody get a raise, what they do? They have a birthday, what they do? And then it's back to back. Holiday, how many holidays do we got in a year? And we celebrate pretty much all of them with food. Buttloads of food. And I'm not innocent in all this. I was 162 at my lowest in the summer. Shredded. Single digit body fat percentage. Right now I'm like 177. Still relatively lean. And I did it on purpose. See, now the difference is I bodybuild naturally. Don't compete, so I'm not a competitive bodybuilder. I powerlift naturally. I don't compete yet, so I'm not a competitive powerlifter. I lift weights. I get bigger muscles. I'm on a different mission. I'm not on just a weight loss journey. I'm not just trying to get the weight off and keep it off. Everybody got a different journey, right? So that sounds a certain way. A lot of people just, what are you talking about? You said all that to say this? I weigh 100, even on my bulk, I weigh 100 pounds less than my heaviest weight. I used to be 275. Back in, I came down here in 08. So I went to Job Corps like 06, 07. Something like that. Somewhere in those years, I was 275 at my highest, bro. Sis, whoever listening, learning, watching, liking the video, and subscribing by now. It's not about starving yourself. It's not about not eating. It's about changing the foods that you eat. My girl, my lady, my woman. The other day, she had a plate of like celery and something else. She was like, I'm full. She had some nachos too that we had cooked earlier the other day. We had leftovers, right? So she had some nachos. She had like some celeries and stuff. So she ate the celery and stuff, and guess what? She had no room for the nachos. And I was like, babe, you know what you just did without even thinking about it? You just did volume eating. You just did volume eating. I got volume eating videos. So type in Repentine Fitness meals, type in Repentine Fitness volume eating, type in Repentine Fitness calories. I teach all that. This ain't one of the videos. This is just to point things out. I break everything down in those videos. In my New Year's playlist, in my top 10 misconceptions about weight loss video, I break everything down to show you what you might be doing wrong. A lot of people say, I'm it's hopeless. I can't lose weight. I tried everything. Did you try counting your calories? Did you try tracking your calories? Everybody refuses to do that. Everybody's been taught that that's the wrong way of doing it. They're cutting their carbs, they're drinking 2 gallons of water, but they ain't changing nothing else. They're going keto, they're adding calories. Remember I said the fact that without knowing what to eat and how much to eat, when you go keto, I'm not saying keto doesn't work or it can't work, or yes, a lot of people get shredded on keto. But those people also track their calories. Most diets that people get on, they're either tracking their calories or they're changing their food choices so much that they end up in a caloric deficit anyways, even though they might not be even counting none of their calories. Caloric deficit, whether you're tracking your calories or not, you have to get in a caloric deficit. Even if you was to eat the same food you've been eating, but you move twice more than you've been moving, that's going to create a caloric deficit. Because to maintaining your body, maintenance calories mean maintaining your body weight, right? Surplus mean gaining weight. Deficit is going to make you lose weight. So if you're eating the same amount of calories, but you're moving way more, your body, you're gonna become a different machine. Fuel in a car, a Honda Civic stock from the store, the dealership, compared to a Lamborghini, you ain't have to do nothing to it. A Lamborghini, 15 times more horsepower. I don't know the exact math. I'm just saying. Which one you think gonna run out of fuel faster? A big SUV, and I ain't talking about the economy ones and the ones they did all that stuff in it. No, I'm just saying a regular big old Suburban from 94 or something, I don't know, compared to a brand new Kia. Let's say they both drove 100 miles. Who do you think will have the most gas left? Who do you think will run out of? Who do you think will be at the pump more? When you start moving, different body, you become a different. What I say is, you become a different machine. Your body is gonna. It's fuel, man. All food is fuel. We need to stop using it as, or slow down on using it as something to celebrate with, something to love and enjoy. Oh my gosh. Not saying don't enjoy your food. Not saying your food can't taste good. That's what my recipes are for. I type in Repentine Fitness food. Or watch these 2 videos. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. We got 80-some days into New Year's, man. And you can use your holidays as cheat days. Think about it. You diet, have a cheat day. Diet, have a cheat day. Most holidays are a month apart. Calories in, calories out. Watch the video.